A very good morning to everyone. Welcome in the class. The topic of today is mark recapture technique. This is the topic of today, right? So let me just see if I am live. Yes, okay. If you are seeing the class live, just write in the chat box that you can see me live. So the topic of today is mark recapture technique. This is the topic. But before beginning with the topic, let us have a small introduction about Unacademy. So you are watching this video on the channel Let's Crack CSIR UGC NET, and as we say in the starting that Let's Crack CSIR UGC NET. Unacademy is one of the India's largest platform for the preparation of CSIR UGC NET Examination. A little introduction about myself. I'm your educator Farida Bandukwala, and I have a teaching experience of 10 years, and I have qualified MP SLET examination in year 2018, and I am presently pursuing PhD from School of Biotechnology DAVV Indore. If you are opting Unacademy for the preparation, what all things you are going to get? You are going to get daily life classes so that you will feel motivated every day. Not even a single day will be skipped out that you are not reading anything. Then the whole syllabus is quite structured. There are 13 units in the syllabus of CSIR Life Science, and the units are quite lengthy, so you cannot haphazardly read. You need a very structural and systematic methodology for studying all the 13 units, and that you can get with Unacademy. Then there are live tests and quizzes, and what is so good about live test and quizzes is that you can evaluate yourself that how much you have learned so far. You can actually understand that what you have grasped till now. So live tests and quizzes make you quite accessible or quite well aware of the situation where you are standing. Then there is unlimited access to all the videos which you are opting for. Then Unacademy tries to give as much as many free classes as it can. So free live classes you can witness on the application, that is Unacademy learning app. Unacademy learning app. You can download this app from the Play Store, and you can log in, or you can make your account, and you can follow the profile of an educator. So in my case, you can just type Farida Bandukwala and you can follow my profile so that you will be getting the updates regarding all the upcoming classes whichever I'll be doing. So free live classes you can get from app, and the another place where the free classes we do is YouTube. So you can watch the videos which are free on the YouTube. Presently you are watching this video on the YouTube platform, which is completely free. Now there is one more platform, third platform of Unacademy, which is paid platform, and this plus platform can be a breakthrough in qualifying the examination, because all the 13 units are given in a well explained systematic manner, and you can get this plus subscription in a very pocket friendly amount. That is, for 12 months you just need to pay 11,500, and for 24 months you need to pay 16,800. So it is a quite reasonable amount, so just go for it. And if you are using my referral code, you will be getting a additional 10% discount. So my referral code is FB01. So do not forget to use my referral code if you are going for plus subscription for getting an additional 10% discount. So if you are opting for the plus subscription and you are using my referral code, the amount will come down to 10,395 for 12 months and 15,120 for 24 months. Vishal Bisht is there in the class. Good morning, ma'am. He's writing, good morning, Vishal. Welcome in the class. So the topic that we are going to study is mark, recapture, technique. This is the topic of today's class, right? So this topic, if you are reading, if it is a technique, the first thing before even entering into technique, what we should know that what is the utility of this technique, where it is used. So this technique is used in population ecology. used in population ecology. Then, first thing, it is used in population ecology, and what it is used for, if it is used in population ecology, so definitely it will be used for estimating the population. So it is used whenever we want to estimate population size of any species. Estimate population size of any species. Then which technique we are going to use? Mark recapture technique, right? And remember the word a species, okay? It is used for a species. Now, before moving to the mark recapture technique, we should have a small idea about what is population ecology. These all things we should know actually before moving forward. So the technique is quite simple. Usually numericals are asked on this technique, and if you know the formula, it won't take more than 30 seconds to come to the conclusion or come to the answer. So don't worry about this technique. Know the basics so that it can be very much crystal clear in your mind. So first of all, we'll see what is population ecology. If we are going for mark recapture technique, which is a part of population ecology, so what is population ecology? So what is a population? Population is a is a collection of individuals of species same species that live together in a region. So population will be collection of individuals which live together in a particular region, right? That is a population. Now this is the definition of population. We have described when individuals, they are able to interbreed with each other, they belong to the same species and they inhabit the same area, they are called as population. Yeah, Vishal Best is saying group of individual of same species. Yes, Vishal. Now, what is population ecology? Population ecology. If we have to describe this term, how are we going to describe? So it is the study. Population ecology, it is a study of population population and how this population change over time. How this population change over time. Change over time. This is population ecology, that how it is going to change. So it deals with the pattern in the abundance and distribution of organism and mechanism that produce those patterns. So it deals with patterns of abundance and distribution. Abundance and distribution of organism and mechanism which actually brings this pattern. Mechanism which brings this pattern. This is population ecology, that to study how a population can change over time, what will be its distribution, what will be its abundance. These all things will come under population ecology. Now, when you are talking about population ecology, you're talking about population. What all terms you should know? You should know population density. You should know what is birth rate. You should know what is death rate. You should know what is distribution. You should know the size of population. These all things you should know. But the thing which is directly linked with mark recapture technique is population density. Population density. So instead of reading all the parameters of population ecology, we are going to concentrate on population density. So let us talk about population density. So how are we going to call this population density? So the size of population is represented by density. That what is the density of that population? Like imagine there is a large habitat. This is the whole habitat, and a population is occupying a certain area in this habitat. This whole thing is habitat, and this particular circle is its niche. So it is not going to inhabit whole habitat in a very balanced manner. It is going to occupy this thing in a very random manner. The individuals would be distributed in this niche, in this particular area. That is the niche, right? So habitat is a bigger area and niche is that particular area where that population is actually residing, right? So the density of population in this niche is going to tell you about the population density, right? So if you are saying density, we have come across the word density. So how it is expressed? How are we going to express this density? How are we going to express it? So density is expressed as total number of individuals per unit area or we can say volume if it is a tree, or if it is a water body, so it will be volume per area or per volume at a given time. Given time. This is the literal definition of density, that what is density, right? If you are talking about density and we have seen the definition, so we should know types of density. Are there any types of density also, or density is a single thing? Is there anything more in density? So yes, density can be of types. So first one is crude density. Those who are attending the class live, can they please tell me, is there any disturbance going on around me, or my voice is quite clear to you? Is there any kind of disturbance? What is crude density that we were talking? So it is the density per unit total space. Crude density, it is the density per unit total space. This is crude density. Now, another thing that we need to see, that is the first type was crude density. The second type is specific density. This is crude density and then specific density. Okay, that means my voice is clear. Vishal is saying no, ma'am. So I'm assuming that voice is clear. So what is a specific density? It is the density per unit habitat or space available for that particular species to occupy, right? So a specific density, if you are talking about a specific area or niche, so it is the density per unit of habitat. Though it is going to occupy a smaller area, that is niche. Habitat is a very big area, it is going to roam over here, but the density would be high, the area that it will be occupying will be niche. So specific density is density per unit of habitat, right? Or the available area, or the volume which it can actually colonize or inhabit. So that is the density per unit habitat or the space available for it to occupy. Now, if you are saying population density, we have been using this term since the starting of the class. Population density. This is the term we are using, right? So this term is equal to, exactly, there is no difference between population density and size of population. These two things are completely same. Now, why am I saying that population density is exactly similar to size of population? Why am I using this thing? I'm saying this because in the question, whenever there will be a numerical or theoretical question, the terms would be overlapping, population density and size of population. So you should not at all get confused that it is different or what is the basic behind. So population density is exactly what the term they use for size of population, right? So now you are well equipped with the concept of population and population ecology. Now we can move towards the mark recapture technique. So mark recapture technique, let us write mark recapture technique. So in the starting of the lecture, we read that it is used for what? It is used for what? What is the purpose of studying mark recapture technique? Yeah, tell me. That mark recapture technique is used for determining the population density, is used for determining the population density, is used for determining population density, right? Or to estimate the size of population, or to estimate size of population, right? So see, in both of the lines which I have written over here, both of the things are covered. Determining the population density, that is this thing, and estimate the size of population, that is this thing, right? So mark recapture technique is used for determining the population density or estimate the size of the population of a particular area. If we are thinking of a small lake and we want to estimate the size of a particular fish, maybe rohu, we want to know the size of the population of rohu fish, then how we are going to know that how many fishes are there? We cannot take out all the fishes in a drum and then put them back in the lake. Is it possible that capture all of the animals and then put them in back in their natural habitat? Is that possible? If you want to calculate the number of sparrows in a particular area, can we do like this, that capture all the sparrows in one go and then release them? Is it a method which can be used for identifying the number of individuals of that species? Is it possible? No, right? We cannot capture total number of organisms like in case of fish. If we are obtaining the fish from the lake, all the fishes, and then we are putting them back. So where are we going to put them? What are we going to do with it? It is not feasible thing. So there is a technique, that is mark recapture technique. So the term mark recapture technique, mark recapture technique, right? It is a very easy explanation, very easy. See, mark, release and recapture. What this technique is telling you, that if you are talking about a particular lake and we are talking about a particular type of fishes living in this lake, so what you will do is you will take out a number of fishes in one go, just random. You will take out the number of fishes, you will mark them, you will mark these fishes. How are you going to mark? Are you going to put a sketch pen or a permanent marker? No, you are going to put a tag, or you are going to insert some kind of pigment into the skin, or you are going to make a quite slit. You are going to damage it in a very particular way. If you are talking about the tail, if we damage this tail in a very specific manner, that can also act like a mark. Have you seen those big cows and goats which go in a herd? So they make a certain kind of symbol on their fur, on their skin, and they cut out that skin from that area. So that is not very dangerous, also not lethal, but in a normal manner that acts like a mark. Or they cut the ear So those all are kind of marking. So that way one can mark the animal. So that is the marking. First you have to capture. So before even marking, I would like to write capture. Capture in one go all some of the individuals, mark them, and then release them. Right? Release them in the environment. When you are releasing, immediately don't go for the second shot. Just release them, let them get completely mixed with the total population, and after certain period of time, maybe some days or maybe a month, then recapture, go for another round of capturing. So if you are going fishing and you are fishing in one go, so you may be getting some 10 fishes in the first capture, that is your capture number 1. Maybe you will be getting a number of fishes, that is 10, you are marking them, and in second recapture maybe you are getting 12 fishes. Right, it is not 100% possible that in every go you are going to get the same number of fishes. So in second capture you are getting 12 fishes, and in these 12 fishes, if you are getting 8 of the fishes which were marked and 4 of the fishes which were unmarked, so how you are going to calculate the size of the population? Very easy. There is a formula that we are going to discuss. But before that formula, you should understand that we are capturing the fishes, we are marking the fishes, then we are releasing them back into the environment, and then we are recapturing and seeing how many are marked and how many are unmarked. And we are not at all thinking that in the first capture we are going to get if 10 number of individuals, so we are also looking for 10 number of individuals in the second capture. No, in the second capture it can be anything. So before moving to the formula, let me tell you the technique in a systematic manner, so that you can understand the thing. Right? So technique. First step, if we are talking about, if you are even going for the theoretical question, so you will be able to see. So small random sample of population is captured. Of population is captured. So we have captured, this is the first capture. Then it is marked. I told you, mark can be a kind of cut, a kind of tag, or a small band can be put around leg or tail. So marking and releasing. Release. After release, it is let to disperse in the population. Let to disperse in population. Let to disperse in population for a amount of time, for a respectable amount of time, right? After that, marked individuals mix freely. They will freely mix with unmarked population, with unmarked individuals, and within a short time, a very small time, short time, they they are randomly mixed in the population. They are randomly mixed in population, right? This is our idea, that we need to make them mix together. This is a very important point. Do not take it lightly. We have to let them mix. After letting them mix, population is resampled. Population is resampled, and the number of marked and unmarked individuals are recorded or calculated, anything, right? So this is the whole step. Now it is used in ecology to understand the population size, right? So a population, from a population, a number of individuals are captured, they are marked, and they are released, right? And in the second capture, another portion will be taken. So some of the marked individuals might also come. So this is going to give you the idea that how many total number of individuals are there in the population of that particular area. Now, just last theoretical thing which I would tell you before moving to the formula is that I have seen many of the questions where different names are used for mark recapture technique. In fact, when you are going for theory also, there are many different terms which are used for this. So it can be mark release recapture technique, mark release recapture technique. It can be cite recite technique, then mark recapture technique, which we are using since starting. The topic which I have given in today's class is mark recapture only. Then it is capture recapture technique, capture recapture technique, and lastly one more, that is capture mark recapture technique. So these are some of the terms which are given for the mark release or mark recapture technique. Do not get confused if you see any of the terms, right? Now the formula. Now coming to the formula. If you are well versed with this formula, very simple one it is, you will be able to do the question based on this topic. It is used for understanding the population size. I would like write over here that this formula tells you about the population size, and not always 100% population size, but it is estimated. Population size estimated. It is not 100% too. Estimated. Always remember, because this can also be a confusion that by using this formula, are you going to get the exact number or you are going to get the estimated number? So mark recapture technique tells you the estimated population size, right? So the formula goes like this. N. N is total population size or density of population. I would write here. Density of population. So this is N. Now total individual marked in first, I would write sample along with the first line. First sample into size of second sample. This is your numerator. Whole thing will be divided by number of marked individuals recaptured in second sample. In second sample. See the beauty. Total individuals marked in the first sample. This is the very first step, that we'll take some of the individuals in the first capture. We are going to mark them together. So total individuals marked in the first sample. So whenever we are doing first capture, we are going to mark each and every individual. So total individual marked in first sample into size of second sample. The second thing that you will come to know just immediately when you will be going fishing, you will be what thing you will be getting. Okay, I have got 12 fishes, or okay, I have got 10 fishes. So size of second sample, that is your second step, divided by number of marked individuals recaptured in the second sample. After understanding, okay, I've got these number of fishes in the second capture, how many are marked? We are going to sort that how many are marked. So that is the third step. So it is like very sequential formula. It is very easy. If you are just keeping in mind that it is almost a sequential formula, you'll be going to remember it and you'll be going to solve the question very well. So for now, just do one thing, write this formula in your copy and we are going to do quick question based on this formula. So are we ready for doing this? So I'm going to frame a question on my own. Questions are almost similar when we are talking about CSIR. I've seen 3-4 questions based on this in the previous years. So I'll be just making a question. See, estimate the number of fishes, the number of our fishes in a lake in first capture we got 12 fishes and in second capture 20 fishes were obtained and out of them 10 were marked. Right, this is the question. Now I'm giving you a 1 minute time to solve this and tell me the answer. I can see some of the students who are listening the class live. So just do this question and let us see that whether you can get it or not. So I've given you time to do this, right? So I'm waiting. It's a 1 minute time. Solve this question. So yeah, here the number is quite less. So you have got this answer. See, we are going to solve this that in the first capture we got 12 fishes. So we are going to mark 12 fishes. And what is the size of second sample? That is 20 divided by 10. So what is the answer? 240 divided by 10, that is 24. How, Vishal, you got 3.2? It is 24. See, the total number of individuals marked in the first sample, then the total number of individuals obtained in the second sample divided by number of individuals which we got in the second sampling. Those were marked. So 12 into 20, that is 240, divided by 10, that is 24. So as easy as this. You don't have to do anything in this. Okay, we are going to do one more question. Determine the number of sparrows in an area in, okay, Vishal is saying instead of multiplication I added. So in first capture 10 sparrows were marked. So instead of 10, let us write 110 sparrows were marked, and in second capture 80 were marked and 60 were unmarked. So you have to do this. Okay, I am again giving you a little amount of time for solving this. So do this. This type of question also I have seen. So determine the number of sparrows in an area. In first capture, 110 sparrows were marked, and in the second capture, 80 were marked and 60 were unmarked. In second capture, we got 80 were marked and 60 were unmarked. Now do this. So I am waiting for you people to answer this. So shall I solve this, or you people are doing? Okay, I'm waiting for a 30 seconds more and then we'll be doing it. Vishal? So this is a very simple question. See, I'll be doing for you. Determine the total number of sparrows in an area. So we are saying total number of individuals marked in the first sample we want to know. So the total number of individuals that were marked in the first sample were 110 into size of the second sample. So what is the size of second sample? That is 80 plus 60, right? Divided by number of marked individuals in the second capture. So we got 80 marked in the second capture. So this is what we have to do. 110 into this. So this is 140 divided by 80. This is what we are going to get, right? So what is the answer for this? Let us just calculate this. 110 into 140. We are going to get 15400 divided by 80. So this divided by 80, we are going to get 192.5. So this will be the total number of sparrows in that particular area, or the size of sparrow of that particular area. Are you understanding that how we did it? Instead of giving the total number of individuals captured in the second go, I have split it up into two parts, that is marked and unmarked. So we don't need unmarked separately, we just need the total number of individuals obtained in the second go. So this is how we are going to solve this question. I hope you people are understanding. Have you understood this thing? Please write in the comment box if you have understood. So this is how we have done mark recapture technique. Do not forget the formula of mark recapture technique, that is total individuals marked in first sample into size of second sample divided by number of marked individuals recaptured in second sample. This is how we do mark recapture technique. Lastly, let's crack CSIR UGC NET together. If you haven't subscribed our channel till now, please subscribe our channel. Hit the bell icon for getting all the notifications of the upcoming video. Vishal is saying yes now. So, okay, I hope you have understood now. Good, great. Please subscribe our channel if you haven't subscribed till now. Hit the bell icon for getting all the notifications. And please like the video if you have really understood something or you have understood you enjoyed the explanation. So give it a like. And if you are going for plus subscription, which can be very much beneficial, soon the prices are going to increase. So use my referral code FB01 and get an additional 10% discount. This can be a breakthrough in your journey. So soon the prices are going to increase. Do not forget to use my referral code. Another thing is we are starting a crash course from 21st of December for GATE. So this crash course is completely free and we are going to take classes on YouTube. So try to attend as many classes as you can for this GATE crash course and make the most of it. So please like my video and also ask your friends to join the video and subscribe the channel. Your views and your likes and your attendance in the class really keeps educators motivated. So lastly, thank you very much. We'll be doing one more interesting topic of ecology on Monday, and we'll be doing the ecology in the evening time, and in the morning time we'll be reading the topics of GATE. So in morning we'll be doing GATE and in evening we'll be doing for CSIR UGC NET. So thank you very much and hope to see you again on Monday. It was nice staying with you people.